Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we have a new lesson is a derivative. Derivative is a part of AB calculus or a calculus. So first, before we start, we need to know what is the meaning of derivative. Before in grade 9 or 10, if you need to make to find a slope between 2 points, slope 1 or point 1 is like 3 and 2, and point 2 is 5 and 10. And I asked you to find a slope between 2 points A and P. First, the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So, the first point named x1 and y1, second point is x2 and y2. Just substitute. We make 10 minus 2 over 5 minus 3, and you get the answer. 10 minus 2 is 8 over 5 minus 3 is 2, and the answer here is 4. That's a regular steps or to find a slope between 2 points. But we have a main issue. If we have a curve and I asked you to find a derivative or a slope of this curve, what we will do? That's why we have a derivative part. Actually, we have 2 points here and connected and find a slope. Or you can use a derivative part or a derivative section. So, before we start in a derivative, you must know. Before you must have a derivative, you must know the rules of the derivative. We have a lot of rules. First, if you have a function f of x means y, function is a constant. What is the meaning of constant? Constant mean you have like that, a constant part or a constant or a constant line. And I asked you to find the slope or to find a derivative. So, the first rule, if I asked you to find a derivative of a constant number, so we must know the symbols of a derivative, How do you know this question means a derivative? If I give you f dash x, that's mean find the first derivative of the function. Or if I write f dash dash x, that's mean find the second derivative of the function and so on. Or I can write d over dx, that's another symbol of a derivative. So, the derivative of a constant number, like 1, 0, root 2, any constant number, so directly put 0. Example, if I asked you to find d over dx for -1, d over dx for pi, d over dx for root 2. First, is a constant number? Yes, so put it 0. Pi is a constant number? Yes, because pi is 3.14. So it's a constant number, so put it 0. And root 2 also constant number, so put it 0. A second rule, if I asked you to find the derivative of x only, x with power 1, so directly the answer here is 1. Direct here is 1. But if I asked you to find the derivative of a number with x, so directly the answer here is the same number. Example, if I asked you to find d over dx for -x, d over dx for half x, and d over dx for root 2x. Ask yourself, is a number beside the x? Yes. And the power here is 1? Yes. So directly the answer, the number beside the x. So here is -1. Here is half. Here is root 2. Because the number beside the x here, 0, -1, and half, and root 2. Another rule. If I asked you to find d over dx, the derivative of x power number, the rule said drop a number and put x, then make power -1, so a -1. Example, d over dx for x power 4 and d over dx for x power -5 and d over dx with x power half. What we will do? First, the rule said if you have a number or a power with x, drop the power, then make it power -1. So drop the power, so 4 minus 1 is 3. Here, drop the power, so -5. X power, now make it power -1, so -5, -1, so become -6. And here, drop the power here is half. X power, half minus 1 is -half. Another rule. If you have d over dx, two sections, n x power a, what is the meaning of that? Number beside the x and the x half power. The rule said what? Drop the power with a multiply, then make it power -1. So n times a, x power, make it power -1, so a -1. Example, if I asked you to find d over dx for 3x power 2 and d over dx for -2x power -4, what is the answer? Drop the power with a multiply, so 3 times 2 is 6. X power, now take the power -1, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Here, drop the power with a multiply, so -2 times -4 is 8. X power, take the power -1, so -4 minus 1 is -5. Now, we have a new rule. A rule is if you have two functions multiplied together, how to find a derivative? If I asked you to find d over dx with two functions multiplied together, so f of x times g of x. The rule said what? The rule said drop the first function as the same, so f of x. Then derivative is second function, so g dash x. Plus drop second function as the same, then derivative the first function. This is an important rule. Example, d over dx for x minus 2 multiplied by 5x power 3 minus x. And I asked you to find a derivative of this function. This is a first function, this is a second function. Apply the rule. Rule said what? Rule said drop it first as the same. So put it 4x minus 2. Then derivative is second. How to derivative is second? double power with a multiply. So 5 times 3 is 15, x power 2 minus derivative of x is 1 plus. Now double second as the same, so 5x power 3 minus x, then derivative of first, 4x is a number with x, so the answer here is 4. Then you can distribute till 4 and make it simplify.